for political office, then your tenure should be guided by the Constitution. And if the courts have made an interpretation that it's not 5 years, you know, from independence, we've been having elections every 5 years. I think that is where we got the tradition and understanding that probably an election is always 5 years. So if the courts have come up with a decision that is going to be less than 5 years, so be it. The only thing we need is clarity. And I suspect that parties would probably go to the Court of Appeal or to the Supreme Court so that there is clarity and there is no doubt on anybody's mind on the tenure. I also understand, maybe the lawyers would advise, that the only position which is very clear, I understand, is the position for an MCA. But obviously we stand advised. So if it's very clear that an MCA is 5 years, and then the other positions are going to be 4 years, it means that we may get into a place where we're having elections like the US, maybe having 2 elections in a very short space of time.
Yes, but where the framers of this constitution were very keen to ensure that some of these states are protected. One of them is Article 89, where review and delimitation of boundaries had a certain timeline that we obviously defied, without consequence, I must say, that nothing happened. We defied it.
Who is we?
As Kenyans, because collectively, we collectively defied that express provision of the Constitution in as far as the date is concerned. We look set to defy another provision, setting a date. If we continue with this trend, what are we saying about this Constitution? We can say 2/3 majority, we don't have to bother with that. Boundaries review, nothing will happen. Election date, let's just move on.
Yeah. And you see, people with the facilities and the tools of power are actually the problem, because, I mean, we have the gender rule also, that everybody knows it should be implemented, but it just cannot be implemented. So, yeah, I think this is why we complain, Fred, about governance anyway, because if the people with power can easily say, today they can say, no, we must implement this, then there would be no problem. But you know that even boundaries are being adjusted politically to satisfy certain whims or a certain class of people. Otherwise, if the IEBC was allowed to do its work, I mean, there is no way that you can disregard or disobey the Constitution when you're supposed to do things within a certain timeline. It's really about the people in power, yes.
Then that contradicts what Wakile Kibe Mungai was saying, that it cannot be that this small group of 14,000 elected leaders can be the one leading us this way.